Unidentified vessel. Please submit your clearance codes. I can bring you in warm. Or I can bring you in cold.
This is Justin.
The Force will be with you.
This is Josh.
This is Kyle.
This is Maggie.
And we are the Outer Rim Beacon.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Outer Rim Beacon Orb Force 99 Friday night live stream. You got the whole crew here tonight. Josh is back. I'm
back.
Host
Present.
Ta here, guiding everybody through this mess of Rebels, Bad Batch chaos we have going on right now. Welcome. If you're new to the show, welcome. If you've been tuning in regularly, welcome back. Little alert for those that may be new. We do spoil the most recent episode of Bad Batch in this. So if you are watching this, we are going to totally ruin it for you. Hopefully you're joining this to partake in the fun in talking about the episode and have a little bit of some adult beverages with us. So
I did get some promises not to spoil Loki, though. I also haven't seen it.
So. I won't do that. I messed up last week. I think I ruined it for
Steve Tiernan, that's why we were 2 minutes late. We were talking about you.
Hey, we gotta have the Loki embargo here.
Yeah, joining me tonight, as always, are my good friends here.
It's Josh. I am not the only person who's back. Someone else is back too.
Uh-oh.
I'm back, bitches.
Oh god! Wow, is that canon? Where did you pull that from? I haven't seen that.
Doesn't
episode.
sound like Dave.
Right from the Star Wars databank.
Does Dave know you?
Is that Tab though?
Yeah, it's Tab.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I was like, man, Josh.
She loves Chopper, so I was like, hey, come say this for me.
I'm gonna have to contact her for some voiceover work. This is Kyle, and did you guys notice that Dave was not credited as the voice of Chopper? It just
Chopper
said
was
as himself.
Chopper's himself.
Does that mean Dave Filoni is Chopper? Yes, you can tell from the
Dave Filoni is a Black Series.
He is a toy.
Yes. Oh my God.
Wow.
We
look at the jawline on that guy. What a beautiful
talked
figure.
About this. We just
we
talked
dreamed
about
it into
this.
existence.
I've said it before. Hasbro's listening, so it's finally we're seeing some of our suggestions.
Okay, so if Hasbro is listening, Ben Solo Black Series when? I need it. I need my soft boy and his sweater.
Maggie, they had to sink a lot of resources into turning this Dave Filoni figure around so fast. We just talked about it a couple days ago. So
okay, well then I
they're gonna need
Ben
a
Solo
break
on my desk on Wednesday.
Go back to that one right before that, Josh. The one with his helmet up. He kind of looks like Jack Nicholson in The Shining right here. Like all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy.
I almost
give him an axe.
Posted that tweet today. I almost posted.
That needs to be a soundbite.
There is a
Chopper joke.
There's a closer pic of the face sculpt of it, and it needs a little. I'm hoping that's not the final.
It
could use a touch.
It's not perfect, but I love it. I love it for what it is.
Yes, I will. I would probably if I can get more than one of those. I am getting more than one of these.
Okay, but I have a question. Where is the cowboy hat?
Oh, that's what I'm saying. If this is the exclusive, where's the cowboy hat? He should have swappable.
It needs to be like one of those Pulse events and be like for an extra.
Yeah, that'll be the.
It's not a Dave Filoni figure. It's a Trapper Wolf figure. That's why.
But it's a build your own Dave Filoni.
Well, now that they got the photo reel, that's the next Black Series figure of Dave. That's the next one. Like it's the director Dave, not character Dave.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I need a Favs.
Yep, you get Favs.
We already got one.
George.
It's the heavy.
Robert. We'll get.
We'll
get all of them. Yeah, we'll get all of them. Yeah, it's. I hope everybody's having a great Friday night, man. This is.
You have a Cad Bane figure with the hat.
Oh yeah, this is a fun day to be talking some Star Wars because we got some really great Bad Batch today. It was awesome. I don't know about you guys. I loved this episode. So when I watched that at lunch this afternoon, I was stoked. I mean, that's not where I thought this show was going at all. And to get that out of the blue was just awesome.
So Hera was my number one guess for this series. I can't remember if I said it on here or if I said it on when I was over on Steel Wars a couple weeks ago. But I was like, yeah, no, Hera is definitely going to show up, like a young Hera. It just makes sense to tie in because we know kind of like what was going on. Plus with Caleb and the premiere, it makes sense. And also, can I just talk about how much I love the idea that like most definitely Hunter and the team are going to save Hera next week, and they also saved Caleb, and the fact that
I think they had a crush on each other later when they get older.
I don't know, it took them a really long time to admit to something, and like apparently they already had a kid on the way.
They did make a baby. Yeah, that's true.
We've got
too much
half
spatchka
of
one night. Something led to another.
Jason Sandula.
While we're talking about this, I will say they must have gotten some notes on Caleb Doom's voice from Josh because Vanessa Marshall was definitely aged down as a young Hera Syndulla. There was going to be no question of her sounding like an adult woman.
Although
hey, I'm Hera Syndulla.
Yeah, because of it's probably a little bit easier to do too because she was doing the French Twilight accent too.
Yeah.
Hey guys, it's me, Caleb Doom.
You brought it up.
Half the Rebels crew now. We're sitting on 3 out of the 6.
We don't need Ezra.
Do you think we'll see Hot Callus?
I'm sick of the Ezra hate, guys.
Like a young Callus working his way up through the
hot Callus
through the Imperial ranks.
I
think he's always hot Callus. Yeah.
No, it'd be funny if he was like a nerd. He was a nerd and he grew into it. He'd be like, she's all that, but Star Wars, and we already have Freddie Prinze. It's like perfect.
Some acne and patchy facial hair or something. It's not really pulling. He
hasn't matured yet.
Yeah. Tape on the center of the glass as a pocket protector.
Crosshair probably bullying him.
This was totally a fun episode, though. This was so much fun to watch. Looking at, I brought this up with the crew before we got on here because I was like, I pulled up IMDb because I always like to see the voice actors and get some background information. I looked at the scores. So you can rate stars on IMDb for what your favorite episode was. Which one do you think is the highest rated Bad Batch episode so far?
One.
Very
Either
good.
the first one, or
first one is a 9 for Aftermath. What do you think's after that?
Cornered?
The Cad Bane one?
Actually, now that I see it, tied for that is Reunion, where they first re-encounter Crosshair. After that, the next highest one is Battle Scars,
which is
was
Rex.
8.6. Yep.
Rex.
There's a couple in here that are 7s. Most of the series is listed in the 7s. What do you think this one was listed at?
3.5.
You already told us.
Well, total put together of the average
4.
reviews.
I'm going to do 4.
5, Alex.
8.2.
Oh, okay.
8.2. Okay.
After all the bad
like
reviews you read?
Yeah, so it was higher than the other ones.
He slanted the statistics.
If you go and you rate individual things and then it just accumulates right for the total score. So, but if you go in and you look at some of the user reviews for this, there are 15 listed in here, and I brought this up with the crew beforehand because we're all pretty big Rebels fans here, and I don't know that. There's a lot of people out there that poo-poo Rebels. There's a lot of people that out there that poo-poo the animated series stuff as a whole, right? But looking at some of these reviews, they absolutely blow my mind. There's a couple 3s out of 10s. This one's a 4 out of 10. And this person said, "Isn't this called, quote, the Bad Batch?"
Give me a break.
There's a 3 out of 10 here that says Rebels prequel. Bad Batch barely appears in it. Instead, what you get is more backstory for a character nobody cared about in a show very few people cared about. Not everyone in the galaxy needs to know each other.
People have some nerve.
If that doesn't make you blow smoke out of your ears, I don't know what does, because that blew my mind.
You shouldn't have told us that before, so you could have got live reactions. I probably would have spit my drink out. A character no one cared about.
Yeah. Here's a 2 out of 10. I want to watch The Bad Batch, not Rebels. Very boring episode. I was not interested in Hera because we already know what happens to her. It's The Bad Batch, not Rebels. Also,
That's
boring
what I'm
episode.
saying. This sheer disrespect.
And
I'll have none of it.
You know, this is Anthony, this is I share the same respect. This was one of my favorite episodes so far as well. What is this one? It's
unfortunately true. No one hates
is this
Star
the
Wars
Harris show,
Wars
or am I
fans.
missing something?
I would watch the Harris show. You say that like it's a bad thing. What's happening?
Let me just repeat what
Am I
said
taking
pre-show.
crazy pills?
This person says, so I'm going to keep this short as to not spoil things, but the show is more about setting things up for the Rebels show and the original trilogy. This episode alone has so little Bad Batch, it's laughable. I get wanting to tell side stories, but this is not the first time they did it. This episode is a far cry from the excellent first episode.
So
I'm just leaving that up. I'm just going to
dude, leave it there. I love it. Leave it.
Okay, well, I'm going to say what I was trying to say.
Sorry, go ahead,
I
Maggie.
said pre-show. The issue is they call the show The Bad Batch, which gives you this indication that they're going to be the central focus, and then the best episodes within the episodes where they are in the deep background of the story at hand. And I think that's why people are reacting the way they're reacting, because it is jarring when you watch something like, it's a bad analogy, but like the whole idea of like dead dove don't eat from what's that TV show? Oh my God. Arrested Development. And he opens the bag and he's like, I don't know what I expected. Because he opens it and it's a dead dove. And it's the same kind of concept that you expect the Bad Batch. So you should open it and expect the Bad Batch to be in there, but it's not. And so I think it's mixed messaging, I guess, is the best way to explain it. But like, I've loved all the episodes of The Bad Batch weren't in, because it builds so much into the lore that we already know. And we're seeing much more of the galaxy, even though it's a small galaxy. We're seeing a lot more of these very interesting backstories about Hera, about Caleb. We're seeing more of Rex. We're seeing all of the interconnections between the bigger stories that we've seen previous. And I think that works really well. But I think the problem is that they sold the show as The Bad Batch. And as of yet, we don't really know a lot about the Bad Batch, aside from the fact that they work for Sid, apparently, just full time now. So I think that's why people are reacting the way they are.
Yeah,
because it's frustrating.
Well, and but we talk about that all the time. Is setting up the next thing. We talk about those moments where Omega and Hunter could have been set up better, and how like different moments could have played with different characters better. The next episode is listed on here. The title of it. It doesn't give any more details other than the title of it, which I don't. Do you want me to read it?
Yeah, I put it in my article.
It's on IMDb.
It's everywhere.
It's titled "Rescue on Ryloth."
Yeah,
this
it's
episode perfectly sets up what the Bad Batch is, right? We just saw them in Common Ground go rescue the senator there, right? And they did well. We finally saw them as,
they've got some skills in that area. They
looked like the Bad Batch we wanted to see. So here we're setting up, we've got some problems on Ryloth. They just shot Orn Free Ta. They're setting up Sham. Hera's off on her own. Boom. Next episode. Here comes the Bad Batch. Save the day. It sets it up perfectly.
I'm with you. I get what Maggie's saying, and I think there's like definitely something to that. Like if you call it the Bad Batch, how are you going to have it not be about the Bad Batch? But I also think that's like a little bit of a nit to pick. Like clearly we're rolling. I think like Justin said, they're getting rolled into this storyline that we spent 25 minutes setting up. I mean, boo-hoo, guys, give me a break. We just always got to find something to be mad about, don't we?
Not to mention, all of those reviews overlook the fact that we are following the Syndulas because it's showing us what Crosshair is doing.
That's true. Yep.
And Crosshair, whether you like it or not, it's a Bad Batch person.
Exactly.
So.
Yep. I would agree. He is
that too. Yeah.
He's not with he's not what he said.
Yeah, agreed.
He's not with the group right now, but he's still working and doing things like
I still think they're gonna uninhibit him at some point.
I just got a scoop.
Oh my gosh, there's a scoop right here live.
There's another Hasbro Pulse release.
Oh no, I'm afraid of what you're
here we go.
Maggie, you'll be excited.
If it's Ben Solo, I will kick you in the face Not that one. That's Kylo Ren.
No, it says Ben Solo.
See, right
Ben
there. It's
Solo.
written right
Ben
on the
Solo.
thing.
BENSOLO. Ben Solo.
Oh my goodness!
I love you, Maggie.
Oh, she retired.
Oh.
Wow.
Oh,
Get over here.
Hey,
look
oh,
now,
man, now I'm on the other. Now I'm
she
on my
threw
bad
Kyle over
side.
there. Oh,
Whew. So much better.
yeah.
Wow. That's
Wow, conceited
no one
much?
wants this.
Who did that?
Welcome to the cop show.
Welcome to the Orn Free Ta Senate Hour.
Maggie, I thought you did it.
I didn't.
It was
definitely
I enjoyed it. I loved this episode. I thought it was shot like the animation. It was just beautiful. The scenery was gorgeous. The spaceship shots where they're flying in and out of planets was beautiful. The Montrails from they're escaping me. The name is escaping me right now. Twi'leks. Sorry.
Oh, the crazy tweet.
The tweez, right? Their Leku, the art and the color and the designs on their Leku is just gorgeous to look at. And I think it's cool because when you look at like a young Hera, and hers are very bright and colorful and they stand out. But then when you look at her, look, you can see it so clear. But then when you look at her mother, see how they're a little bit more faded. The bold, distinct outline is a little bit faded and gone. It's just really cool to see that, like how they age the colors in the Leku changes and it kind of fades out just like this. See?
Like this?
Like it's cool to see how it fades out, very much like hair color and skin tones, like you get spots on your skins and stuff, and it changes. It's
I wouldn't
cool
know
to
I'm not
see.
as
I
old
love
as
it.
you yet.
Yeah, I know. Some of you young
Gosh,
people.
so young and virile.
Yeah.
To Tiernan's comment, here's a old boy with his scar face.
And his
looking a
toothpick.
little-
Pre-toasted marshmallow, though, right?
Huh? What do you mean?
What'd you say, Kyle?
He's got like the whole toasted marshmallow face now, doesn't he? After
The
he got
back of his
roasted.
head
He
definitely.
looks.
Oh, it's I see the corner of his head there. Yeah. Okay.
I was gonna say he doesn't look that bad for getting blown up by a jet engine.
Bacta is a miracle.
Thing.
Yeah. We were talking a little bit about in the beginning about the Dave figure. There was a couple other things released today by Hasbro too. There's a vintage.
They were all pretty cool.
Yeah, there's a vintage collection Emperor with the throne and like the little window behind him that shows the space battle going on. That's so cool. That's actually one that a lot of people have wanted in the vintage collection line for a long time. That's cool to see. There's another one that is a 6-inch Black Series Cantina band. Or not Cantina band. Sorry, it's the bar.
It's just the Cantina bar scene.
Yeah, there it is. There it is. Ponda Baba
Does it
and
come with
Obi-Wan.
all three of those figures?
I think so. It's a big
And
box.
a little bar scene.
It's a pretty big box,
cool.
I thought, but
Pretty cool.
it's cool that you're getting the bar. You're getting a little bit of a play set with it. Now, so help me, if the Black Series HasLab is the rest of that Cantina bar, I'm not going to be happy. I don't need a full Cantina bar play set.
Justin, are you
What
gonna?
if it comes with
gonna-
every figure of every being that's in the bar?
Well, it's not going to come with every figure. 3 of them are right there.
Well, every other figure.
minus
Justin.
them?
No, I'm not getting it. I'm still not getting it.
Um,
This is
Say
not
are you
on
that
my-
gonna?
now.
Huh?
I know. Are you gonna take that Emperor out of the box?
No.
What? You're just gonna leave it closed up? It's a
Yeah.
it's a fully opaque box, isn't it? You can't even see the figure.
Yeah. That's most of the
That's
vintage
so lame.
collection. You can't see inside of them, but they do a good job of
Vehicles,
the artwork and stuff. Yeah. Like what they
because
put
all
on the
the
front.
all the figures are in a bubble.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Should've
So those
found a
were
way
what
to-
came out today, and then obviously the scoop that Josh released on the Ben Solo figure that just came out. There he is.
Oh, sorry, I was blocking it with the comment.
That's so
So
funny.
hold on, I
What?
need a little bit of clarification on the quote vine of the guy making mac and cheese.
Macaroni
There's a
in a pot.
vine of a guy making mac and cheese.
Is it the macaroni in a pot one?
I guess it was.
Is it the guy that says that's what good sounds like, and then his mom smacks him?
Oh, that's a guy. That's a kid. I imagined a grown man making macaroni and cheese or something. Okay, sorry.
Oh Lord.
Well, I just figured.
Yep.
I figured because she said Vine.
That's a long time.
Well,
ago.
he probably is a guy now because Vine was 100 years ago.
I'm right.
What was it?
Yep.
Yep.
I was looking at Dale's comment here. It says, "Yeah, that wasn't a kill shot either. Mini discussion about Orange Free Tower. We're talking about crosshair accuracy."
I thought
you hit him right in the head.
I thought it was a headshot.
I thought it was a headshot with a blaster bolt, not a stun bolt. Because we talked about that, I think, on the show with like everybody's using their stun, the stun setting in these episodes, and even Gobi comes up behind the one clone trooper he had knocked off the bike and just stuns him. I'm like,
bad move.
You're not gonna shoot him? Like he's just gonna come back and try to get you again. I mean, it's like the Batman conundrum. He doesn't kill anybody, but they just keep coming back and causing havoc for everybody else.
Well, they got to keep making comic books. I
know. Or create new villains. That could work too.
Justin. Fun.
And Joker's back for the 73rd attempt at destroying the city and Batman.
Dale says Orn is alive. Is that
is
for
he?
real?
I thought he was toast.
I thought he was 100% dead.
I got like 1.5 watches in, so
I
gotta
only watched it once.
I gotta go back.
Wrong,
I thought he got capped.
Oh, Orn is alive. Yeah, I don't. I thought for sure he was dead.
Wow. Okay. All right. He's alive.
Oh yeah, it's because they said the attempted assassination.
I know. I caught that too, and I just thought that was a slip up in the dialogue.
I thought it was a headshot because
that's what I thought he was dead. And when they said attempted assassination, I thought it should have been written like in the assassination of. Do you get what I'm saying? Like it shouldn't have been attempted because they just killed the guy. But I don't know. It'll be maybe next week we'll find out because he definitely wasn't moving at the end.
He doesn't have a.
It looked like it went to his temple.
Yeah. I mean,
we don't have a screen grab of that, do we?
I could pull one
Josh.
up right now.
Josh can get on it. He can find.
Yeah, Josh.
It's gonna be a weird. It's gonna be a very weird screenshot. This is the first dead Star Wars character I think we've ever posted.
I'm sorry,
or maybe not.
I feel like people have definitely posted on here. Didn't we talk about Ben Solo's death on one of the things and like vanishes? And then I was depressed. Not to bring up Ben Solo for the second time today.
She's in a Ben Solo mood.
I'm always in a Ben Solo mood.
All right. Say when is she not?
All right. Yeah, it was
aggressively just saying,
Yeah, he was pretty good with that sniper rifle though in this episode, Crosshair. He's there is no death, there is only the Force. Exactly right. Exactly right. We know the Force exists because we were just talking about the Dave Filoni figure, and here we are. It is in existence now. Does anybody know when Hasbro PulseCon is? They just said later this year. I don't think I've received an email on it or any dates on it. I am a Pulse Premium member. I did pay for that.
That's why I'm like, you'll definitely buy that if they come out with a big set.
Yep. Oh, you mean the Black Series Cantina set? Is that what you're talking about?
You would totally buy that. Yeah, you would. Don't lie.
No. I am not the Cantina scene. This is probably not going to be a popular opinion. Is not one of my favorite scenes in Star Wars.
Fatmatic says it's this fall.
Well, yeah, I got that. I just didn't know if we had any like set dates or anything. But
he's nerded it down to 3 months.
Yeah,
yep.
I can deal with that.
I can deal with that.
Yeah.
And I will say on Wikipedia, it says Rampart ordered Crosshair to shoot Ta in the head, so the senator was incapacitated.
Yeah, so I'd say he was definitely incapacitated.
WTF. And then it says 2 clone troopers quickly ferried Ta away from the spot, and Cham was accused of attempting to take his life. So, like, it sounds like it's implying that he's still alive, but it also confirms that Crosshair definitely did shoot him in the head, and I didn't know
Do you
there
have a
was some
picture yet,
kind of
Josh?
blaster bolt that you could shoot people in the head with, and they were only incapacitated.
There is.
Well, and it didn't look like the normal stun ring, because like when they shoot the
Definitely was
stun,
not
it's the
that.
ring.
Yeah.
But when
And
it's
it makes a
red,
different
it's like the
sound
bolt.
too. Not to be a nerd, but
Yeah. I mean, maybe you can tweak the amount of, I don't know, pulse in the laser that you shoot. I don't know. That's what I'm saying, Tiernan. I don't understand.
that's what I just said, man. I don't know. I don't get it.
I don't get
It's
it.
a question of the moment.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't
but yeah,
know.
he definitely got popped to the temple pretty hard there. So was not expecting that.
I don't know how they did it.
It won't let me show it.
Open it in Firefox.
I understand why they're doing it and how the setup works, but I don't understand how the blaster bolt to the head and
Open it in
don't die
Firefox
work.
and you'll be able to see it.
I don't know
Yeah.
my password for Disney Plus. So I have to do the whole forget password, blah, 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 blah. I can confirm. You know, no, I will take a picture with my phone and then I will email it to
I'm
myself.
pulling it up right now. I have Firefox open in my
Oh,
PC.
do the snipping.
But it blacks it out when you do that. I just tried it.
No, hang on. I can get it. That's where I get all my screenshots. Just hang on.
Now I know when we were
Come on,
watching, the
Maggie.
cool thing was when you saw like when
It's
they were
definitely a temple
collecting the
shot, though.
guns. Did you guys catch the like little Y-wing, the busted Y-wing in the background when Hera and her mom were talking?
Yeah, that's where Chopper came from.
Yep, it was cool. It's
Yeah.
still sitting there.
He could have a really thick skull.
Also
He
true.
definitely has some thick Leku
Yes, he is a
with two C's.
yes. Orin Free Ta is a big
He's a thick boy.
big boy. But yes, it's entirely possible. I don't know. Oh, this was a busy episode. It was great to see a young Hera.
There was a significant lack of ponchos, that's for sure.
Agreed.
Apparently, that's not something that is in fashion on Ryloth.
No. What? I mean, that's Tatooine.
We did. Yeah, there's one. Huge on Tatooine. Already knew that. Ed said,
Ain't no way this
thick
dude's
voice
dead.
seemed
It
like he
literally
dead,
was
too.
through the temple.
It's what was the
I truly did not think this was going to be a debate.
I didn't either.
Look at that. He's got the smoking side of the head with the cigarette burn. What's going on?
We need is Orin Free Ta dead? I mean, it doesn't look like it. I guess it doesn't look like it penetrated.
Can you see it?
Like, oh my god.
Can you see
How
it?
did he survive that? My dudes, how is that even a
What
thing?
is it?
That is a good. That's a good.
Something?
That's a good shot. It was like right in front of the Leku, like right at the edge of it.
For sure.
Wow.
Orin Frita lives? Question mark.
There's no death on Wikipedia.
I don't think that's gonna get the same traction that Ahsoka lives.
You don't think it's going to take off?
It's not gonna go anywhere.
Yeah.
Best Bobby says it was a graze? A graze? A smoking? Lit up graze? I don't know. I mean, we're going to see next week when he's
If you're going to graze
alive.
somebody, it's going to be
But
a thick
here's
boy.
the thing though.
That's
the thing though,
true.
right? Is so
More room for error.
Orin Free Ta is talking to the people of Ryloth, and he's trying to explain why the Empire being there is a good thing, right? And the
Clearly
people were
super
and
jealous
the people
of
were
Sham,
chanting,
too.
and they were like, "We want Sham, we want Sham," and Sham comes up and explains the exact same thing that Orin Free Ta did. So
Well,
to the people, why
Free Ta's a
would
bird.
It's because Cham is a well-respected war hero,
Right.
whereas Ta seems like a bit of a
Well, and Cham
Thoughts?
said something about it too. He's like, you've only ever looked out for yourself. You don't care about the people. So he's like a corrupt politician. I'm not going to name names. You can all think of one. So like, it's easy to imagine when he stands up and says, "Listen to me," and they're like, No, F you.
Ooh, yeah.
We want to listen to like the guy we actually trust, who actually wants us to have a better life, who is Cham. And clearly there's some jealousy going on there too.
Yeah, it's just it's a
Might
little
have a
odd because they're trying to say the
Are
same
you
thing.
suggesting Twi'lek brains are not in their head?
Maybe
We're-
it's in the
things
lake.
are
Well, we know the
spiraling out
chemistry is
of
different because they
control
have the Leiku.
Yeah.
We know
here.
something's different.
Well, sure, but I don't think that means you.
Well, then
elephants
what's in
have
the what's in the
trunks. Their
head?
brains are still in their head.
I mean, what if that's another vital organ in the head?
He shot him in the
Heart?
in his,
In his
liver that he keeps in his head.
I don't know. I don't know.
Guys.
That's
Well,
just how
I'm
good Crosshair is. That he knows exactly where he can shoot him to make it look good, but not be deadly.
That could be too.
Which is terrifying.
Yeah.
I think you really can turn down the setting on a blaster, though. Too, I feel like I've seen that before.
Yeah, I feel like that's probably a thing in Star Wars. So I don't know, but yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what we get next week. I think because I think we're getting full Bad Batch back in action, executing a dramatic rescue, but I think we're going to get the Bad Batch that we saw last week, where they could actually do what they're supposed to do.
The competent batch.
Yeah, the competent batch.
The old
even
capable batch that we love to see.
even Omega.
You know what we did see in this Omega? You know
Yeah.
what we did see in this episode? That is a nice callback to our Clone Wars Gendy rewatch. Was the speeder bike jousting that Cham did?
Yeah.
Anybody else? notice that?
Yes.
The
Yes.
speeder bike joust.
Boo. I love those
And of course,
noises that they
Omega,
make.
like, yeah, she's weird. I really like her.
Yeah.
Omega loves like the strange things.
I heard that place is very very. Yeah, but this was cool because so Omega is like just chilling, guarding the door to the
Made it
ship,
look good.
right?
All right.
And Hera's all into it. Like, I've never seen this ship before. Can I come and check it out? The first thing Omega does is like, Hunter, yo, can she come aboard?
I like that part.
And,
too.
like-
She's like an old salt now. Like,
yeah, she's like,
"What,
chilling
we're
with
gonna
her-
let this landlubber on our ship.
she's got her
fellas.
arms on her knees,
Yeah.
like crossbow that, like her little bow there, ready to go. Like,
Out
What's
some
up?
dip or something. Yeah.
like, what? You want to check out this ship? Yeah, sure. Come on, check it out. Like
You're
she
a
is,
kid. I'm a kid. I have a ship. You want a ship?
Did we just become best friends? Yup. Yeah, she was she's like, Hunter, is it okay? He's like, sure. And she's like, all right, and there's the hyperdrive, and then this is my room, and then
Sometimes it's a
Yeah,
gunner.
My room.
sometimes
the
also
gunner
the gunner
seat.
stand.
I
Yo,
can
she's
sleep
like, well,
under that chair right there sometimes.
When we're not shooting at people, I sleep here. But yeah, it was she's like the old salt now, and she's like checking in, making sure it's okay. She's following the rules, and they're happy to have her there. They're like, oh, your job, protect ship. Somebody gets out of line, hit him with the bow. Yeah.
Well, Cham wasn't gonna try to shoot him because he was surrounded by all those troopers, and they had already like dropped their weapons and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But they still wanted to be able to tell all the people, like, oh, this is why we have him locked up. We have a reason to put our political prisoner in jail. It's not just a stunt.
Yeah. Oh yeah. But yeah, and then Hera, this episode we get the Hera love for flying love
Shocker.
story. Loved it. Was just, I mean, she's like there with her little hand like this.
It's a feeling.
And the birds. You just hear the passion as she's talking about it.
Would have been way more interesting if she was like, forget flying, I hate ships. Screw it. My feet sound the ground.
Mm-hmm. And then when
Never
she's
wanna
trying to
fly.
escape, she's forced
Yeah.
into it. Ooh,
Never
do we
wanna go
see
on
do we see Ghost next week?
Jon Snow's direwolf?
Yes.
I'd
Yes.
be surprised.
Maybe, I mean, it
Not
could
a
be a
popular
lost
Popular cameo there. Yeah.
Yeah,
Was
I'd
it
be
someone
shocked.
else's ship before it was hers?
I don't know.
What
Maybe it's
class
like
of
sitting
ship
there
was
and they have
Gobi
to
Glee's
escape
ship?
in it. What's that?
What class of ship was Gobi Glee's ship? Because I know I've seen that before, but I'm terrible at ship models.
Some
reminded
kind
me of those
small
bombers
freighter.
Yeah, it reminded me of bombers too, but I wondered if it had
God.
a specific.
That movie was on the other night. Did anybody over the weekend catch on, was it TBS or TNT? They were running all three trilogies. They ran the original trilogy, they ran the prequel trilogy, and then they ran the sequel trilogy. So
I'm insulted that you explained what the trilogies were, but I don't have cable.
No, they were. I was over at my parents, and it was on, so I put it on in the background, and then when I came home, it was on in the evening. So sometimes when you're laying in bed, you just want background noise. So I watched Last Jedi while it was on. Oh, those bombers!
I really can't believe you explained the trilogies to us.
Terrible.
Yeah, it's so condescending. Okay, so vis-a-vis the Ghost, at least 6 years before harboring the specters and 8 years after the proclamation of the New Order, the Ghost would end up in the possession of Hera Syndulla.
Okay, so there's a while to go.
There you go. Yeah.
Yep.
Do we think her mom's gonna
bite the big one
next week?
I considered it, but
because there's still 6 years. There's still 6 years of the Twi'lek Rebellion, so it seems really soon for her to die.
I'm saying, yeah, I know.
And it also feels like really soon for Hera to leave, because she leaves after her mother. And I don't know, maybe it's just my not wanting another orphaned child.
Well, and because we know that she and her dad's relationship is not so great, at least in
and they
Rebels.
seem okay right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I think I'm gonna predict that she survives next week. Boom, that's my prediction. Hera's mom makes it. One more episode.
Does she make it?
Yeah, I think it'll be later.
Okay. Maggie, same?
I think she might die just to.
I
don't want her to, but I can see.
I don't want her to either, but I'm going to go with Maggie on this one. I think yes.
Oh, of course, Maggie and Justin want to see the little girl's mom die in front of her. This isn't a Disney movie, okay, guys?
No, but at the same time, I totally get that. But at the same time, it's.
Mom
I think
dies.
you have to.
Come on, guys. I don't think so.
But you just had Cham explaining why the Empire taking over is a good thing, right? And I totally get it. They're going to set him up for trying to kill Orn Free-Taa, or Orn Free-Taa is dead. We don't know. But I think there's got to be a catalyst there to push Cham the opposite direction going forward permanently. And I think that
needs to fully buy into Gobi Glee's insurgency.
Yep.
I don't know. I feel like he's there. They wrongfully imprisoned his daughter. I think that was his tipping point. I think that was enough for him.
I mean, technically, they didn't wrongfully imprison her. She did technically leave the planet to go get armed.
Yes. She was an accomplice to...
Under the rules of the Empire, under their rules, she did not do anything wrong. Under the Empire's rules, which Cham facilitated there.
I guess she did kind of sell.
They were also supposed to get rid of their arms, and then she smuggled arms back in. Literally piloted the ship.
Yep.
However, I
like how Maggie said that. Literally piloted the ship. She's right. She did fly the ship to go get the weapons and come back.
She didn't take off or land. Give me a break.
And I feel like the fact that there's also the fact that Gobi Glee was like, yes, little girl, I'll let you fly if you come with me to get smuggled arms. And I'm like, why did you need her to go with you?
Yeah.
Yeah,
she's
that was
a child,
kind of weird.
There's already two of you. Like, come with me. I'll let you fly the ship.
Do we think that Gobi and Hera's mom were like, that's kind of the thing though, is Hera is the go-between? Like, mom can't directly go, right? But Hera as a kid, they can explain away more things like, oh, well, she didn't mean to be in the restricted area. She was just out exploring. Like, she wasn't doing anything wrong.
Use your kid.
Do you know what I mean? Like, so Gobi, when Gobi's taking her on the mission and they go back, Hera goes back to her mom and says, oh yeah, I flew with Gobi over to this planet and we met these people and then we came back and they had guns. And Hera's mom's like, okay, good. Mission was a success. I got it now. That's the messenger back and forth. Whereas
a small child in a dicey war situation.
Whereas if it's mom trying to go, Cham's going to be more like, where did you disappear to for like 3 hours? Where if it's like, I guess Hera, and it's during the middle of the day, she's at school, she's off playing, she's doing something. I don't.
I think it's more like both sides of this same family are trying to convince the next generation that they are right and that they need to follow in their footsteps. You know what I mean? Because like they both feel like they're doing what's right for the future of their planet and their people. And Hera is at this time, she's like the next family member that we know about. So I think it stands to reason that dad would be trying to influence her that his perspective is correct, and mom would be like, no, come, we got to do these things to prepare for when it goes bad. And she's just kind of like doesn't know which side to take and just kind of jumps at both, I guess.
Yeah like it's almost like the two parents are on different sides of the coin, and that's why I think that's why I think she in the next episode is going, something's going to happen to her, and that's where it pushes Sham back to the other side. Like, no, I can't, I was wrong.
Well, because he's really on the like, we've had enough fighting, we gotta find a way to have peace, let's give this empire a try. And she's like, why are they coming in and mining our resources and sending in more troops, and now they're making us disarm ourselves? Like, I think they're definitely seeing this whole quote end of the war two different ways.
Completely agree. I think it would have been interesting too if
simple request. Although it's right there.
Right here.
You guys are Bo-Katan.
Have you guys seen the guy on like I see him on Instagram who sees people doing reels or videos or TikToks of like really dumb stuff, and then he just does it like the obvious easy way, and then he's just like,
oh yes, yeah, he's like,
he never says anything.
Nope.
He's just like I feel like that's what Josh just did.
Yeah.
The sad thing is I have a circle right here, but you can't see.
Apparently he was scrolled down too far in his window.
Josh, there's your request for next week's is we need a Bo-Katan voice clippy thing.
Oh, hey, it's me, Bo-Katan.
No, I do one voice.
Oh, hey,
you guys do one voice. Rightful Mandalore.
I think I thought this might have been a good opportunity in this episode, though, to phase in more of non-clones. I think that could have been interesting too. Like if
some recruited soldiers or something.
Yeah. So Sham's clearly comfortable with Hauser, right, and some of the other clones that were there because they'd been there for so long and they'd been helping him against the separatists. And
I feel like Hauser sounds like an insult that like an old grandma would call, like, he's a real Hauser. Like I don't know. It just sounds like somebody you wouldn't like.
But
I hear that.
I think
that's what Justin's trying to do right now. Tiernan.
What?
Hauser
clone, kind of, yeah. I mean, he's
my username on here is Hauser.
They're clearly comfortable with the
pay
clones.
Attention. Come on.
They're clearly comfortable with the clones being there, and
clown.
If you start to introduce the non-clones, right, the recruits, does that make and I don't know why Hera's mom's name is escaping me at the moment, but
he's got like kind of
yes, thank you. Does that make her more skeptical to what the Empire is doing? Like, well, wait a minute, we've worked with these clones for so long, now the clones are leaving, but you're bringing in these new troops that we don't know. We're not comfortable with these people being here, and that's why that tension is escalating a little bit more, right? Versus, hey, it's the same clones that have always been here. The Empire's up to something, blah, blah, blah. I think if you were phasing them out, here comes Crosshair with his new recruits coming in. That raises that tension level just a little bit more.
Those new recruits are probably all gone because Crosshair kills in like one emission, apparently. So he might have run out already. I can't believe. Can we flash that clone back?
He's beautiful.
Yeah, he got
Hauser?
scared by a firework, but now he's back.
Look at
Is
this
that
man.
is that haircut regulation?
I love
look
that
at
haircut.
the-
It's a great
that
haircut.
guap.
It's so good.
I mean, is there a regulation haircut? I feel
No,
like they all.
because everybody looks a little bit different. But
They're
he's
mostly
got,
high and
he's got a
tight, aren't they?
scar. Yeah, he's got a
Yeah.
scar on his cheek, on his left cheek.
He's seen some shit.
He's seen some things.
A little
Yeah.
character.
Kind of looks
But-
like a bullet hole through his cheek.
It does. He looks like he
Like a
got shot in
blaster
the
bolt.
face.
Yeah. I think he got shot in the face.
Yeah. What's a bullet, Justin?
Perfect place to plant a nice little kiss right here.
Yeah. I think he had a blaster bolt through the cheek.
Do you want to know how I
Cool.
got these scars on my face?
Here we go. Luckily, at the time, his mouth was open, so it went right through his cheeks, and it didn't even really hurt that bad. There's the one on the other side too. You just can't see it.
Yeah.
I don't
The
believe you.
It's a good looking clone though.
That
Hauser.
sounds gross.
It's a good looking clone.
Yeah, Justin, crush on
Wait.
the clones as
Hey.
usual.
Hey, he's a good looking clone, man.
He's a
Typical.
beautiful clone. I love how all of the clones are so distinctly different, and yet they're all, for like the most part,
Mm-hmm. The same person.
they're all
Well,
different.
that's-
though
that's
they
what
all
the clone
look
is.
different. Like they've all experienced different aspects of war, so they have different scars, different things. They have different haircuts. Rex has blonde hair. There was that other clone that they encountered whose name's escaping me, who had blonde hair.
Omega.
Longer. No, the guy who
Omega.
had.
I mean,
I mean,
there's a
yeah.
clone.
That's definitely-
But no,
Are you
that's-
accusing Omega of dyeing her hair?
No, I'm talking
How
about.
dare you?
Rude.
I'm
That's her
talking.
natural hair
I don't see her
color.
roots. Come on.
I'm talking about the clone that had highlighter hair. He was like that bright yellow. Oh my god, am I gonna have to find this clone now?
It was right there. More like wowzer. Am I right, ladies?
Chris.
Hey, keep it in your pants, Triple Art Empire. Come on.
That's awesome.
It was Chris, the clone
lot of-
Chris.
That's a lot of man right there. Clone man.
He
Wowzer.
clearly has some
Hey guys, it's
hesitancy.
me, Hauser. I'm a good-looking clone.
That's not what he sounds like.
Hey, Cham, I need your daughter to quit messing around. I can't cover for her all the time.
Quit messing
He's getting a southern twang.
She's up to
Ew.
two. Whoa, heyo, who's
Do you-
this character?
Do you not
That
remember
is-
Chris?
That is not Hot
No,
Callus.
I do not remember.
Which one was
Chris.
he in?
Like Callus, doesn't he?
He's in the clone
That is not
Wars.
Hot Callus.
I
That
I
is-
don't believe you.
This
That
is
is
clone
still
trooper
trying
Chris.
to find himself.
That's like
Callus.
a Callus you order from Wish. It's like, what happened?
That's warm Callus.
That's the kind
That
of
is not-
figure, that's the kind of toy my parents would have bought me when I was a kid because we were poor. So I just got one that was like, look, it's this soldier figure.
He was in Deserter. He was in the episode with Cut.
Oh.
I believe you.
I think he interacted with Django or no Boba.
Not even a little.
Mm-mm.
It'd be very.
It's like a
surprising.
helmet head. It's like young Mark Paul Gosselaar from Saved by the Bell
Oh,
wearing a
God.
dare
clone
you.
But
helmet.
okay, but does
dare you.
this imply?
City.
But but with him having, even though it's horrible color of blonde, and Rex having blonde hair, it makes sense that Omega
They
has
do
blonde
dye
hair.
their hair. They do dye their
Or
hair.
do they
though.
all just dye their hair?
No, I'm pretty sure.
That
No,
one
Omega-
looks like a
Omega
dye
dye
job.
hair?
I'm not gonna lie. That one looks more like a dye
I
job
feel like he
than
got
Rex.
dipped in highlighter.
I want my hair
Yeah.
to match my armor. That's
Maybe
what
okay. This is gonna be crazy, but Rex is a first generation clone. Omega's an unaltered clone. Maybe like the closer you are to the front of the line,
what are those
get
squares called? For like,
on it square.
yes,
Hmm.
the farther you
Somebody-
get away. I have a
Somebody remembered their Gregor Mendel lessons from 6th grade.
I rocked those squares when I was in school. I love them. But what I was saying is there's some clones that are not as attractive, like highlighter head.
Poor clone Chris, calling him unattractive,
Poor
even
Chris.
though he is a clone.
This is
He's
so-
ugly with the same face somehow.
I'm
Probably
with
will
you here.
Die.
He's he's Doogie Howser, obviously. Like
Someone's gonna blast
Neil
him
Patrick
and
Harris.
be like, more like Bizer.
Crosshair. That'll be his that'll be his one-liner in that. Yeah, I could see him like in an escape attempt because he seems to be very on the fence with some things here that are going on. And I think if it comes to Hera and her trying to escape, I feel like he's going to be more apt to maybe let her go.
He definitely didn't like that setup of Cham either. I think that's safe to say.
Yeah. So I could see him maybe helping and then maybe something happening to him afterwards. Ballast comes in and takes him out. I don't know. We haven't seen Ballast yet.
That is Ballast.
That is Ballast?
Yeah.
You think that's Ballast?
That's what Wikipedia says.
No.
Oh, really?
Can't be.
Yes.
No way.
Can we get some confirmation on this?
I can't. Well, why is his name Hauser if it's Ballast in the figure thing?
Hey, why is his name Luke Skywalker? I don't know.
Oh, that's some dude that.
Hey, why is
probably
he called
lost
Ray
his job
Yellow
at Hasbro.
Lightsaber?
Yeah. Ray Skywalker? Why is it Ray Skywalker?
No, I was referencing the toy.
I'm just curious because I thought I looked this up and I did not see that.
I don't know.
See what?
That he was called Ballast. I thought he's got his own listing in Wikipedia under Hauser. I know that.
Hauser appeared in The Devil's Deal, the 11th episode of Disney.
Okay,
blah, blah, blah,
remember,
blah, blah, blah.
Wikipedia is
fan
created, so it's not the final word, but it's because of the Hasbro release of the 4-figure pack that contained a clone that we have not seen with teal armor, not wearing a helmet, the same pauldron as Hauser, but he was called Clone Captain Ballast.
I understand the connection.
He also has the same haircut.
He's got the undercut thing going on. He's got the same scar on his cheek.
No, I agree with you.
Hauser, Captain Hauser Ballast. Boom, got
He's the only clone with a first and last name.
First clone with 2 names that I can think of.
The only thing was that
Boba Fett. Excuse me.
Well, that's because Kat got married and he took his significant other's surname and her children.
What was I gonna say? I forgot. Oh no, I understand like why we think this is him, but if it was on Wikipedia, that would imply that there is like a canonical reason for him having both.
Well, so
names.
Not necessarily.
In that pack, there's 4 figures. There are 4 figures. There is Rex. There is Crosshair in the black, and there's 2 other ones. There is a blue one that is clear that clearly looks like Hauser, but there's another one in the green. The green one is Ballast, not the blue one.
No. I'm literally looking at it right now.
I'm looking at it too. You're
gray.
Yeah, the green one is gray.
And the teal
and we've seen Captain Gray.
Captain Ballast.
The blue one is Ballast. Okay.
The teal one. It's teal.
Maybe something happens to Hauser and Ballast moves up.
No,
he has the same haircut and the same scar.
They just called him Ballast in the early scripts and changed it to Hauser for some reason.
Sent that information to Hasbro. Hasbro manufactured the stuff, and then they never bothered to tell Hasbro. Honestly,
Luke Skywalker.
Honestly, that's probably why the toys aren't coming out until like way later, so they have time to change things.
They can fix it. Yep. That's it.
Oh, speaking of that, I got a email that said my Canner Jax is delayed, and I'm wondering if they're fixing what was wrong with that.
I got that too. Yep.
So,
I don't know. So the people that already have it, that have the misprint one, now that's going to be different than.
Is it out somewhere that someone could buy it already?
Yeah.
Okay.
Some people got them already. I don't have mine, but yes, I got that same email that said, "Hey, he's delayed." Like, thanks a lot. So, I don't know.
Well, while we're talking pre-orders and toys and stuff, Justin, you pre-ordered the Ahsoka and Darth Maul vintage collection, didn't you?
I did.
Did you get either of those yet?
Nope. They're not due out for.
They're supposed to be this month.
Yeah, but
I saw some of them have been popping up on on the Twitter already.
Yeah, that's why people are posting pictures of them because they've got them already. I don't know how they get them that fast, but no, I don't have mine yet.
Mine's supposed to arrive July 2021, so just curious.
Someday they will be
Yeah.
here.
That'll be
Maybe
a fine day.
Maybe his full name is Hauser Ballast.
Is there an echo in here?
We're back to this again. Jeez, well, Pete's guys.
Justin, do you listen to
phone
us?
has two names?
Is that his name? Hauser Ballast? Maybe.
No. Clones have one name. Rex, Fives.
He's the first one to have two names.
Kick him out.
Boba Fett.
That's different. He had a dad.
Which was Django. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
In case you didn't know.
Why are you so condescending to us, Justin? Jeez,
Just filling you guys in on what's happened
He
in the
did
story
see Star
so
Wars
far.
first.
Django's his dad. Thank you. Much appreciated. Good. Yeah. Game
Oh,
sucks. Shepard. See, I
Nice
told
of
you
you to
before
join
getting
us, Tabitha. An hour in.
Well. It's about time. I don't like it when we're out of order. Sorry about that.
I did see this. Rebel Art posted this. They posted the pictures of them, actually.
I didn't know it was
You
out
guys-
yet.
You could
Up for
pre-order them from...
pre-order.
Yeah.
Doc Squatch. Are you a Dr. Squatch natural soap user already, or are
Yeah.
you trying it now
I am.
because yada yada yada?
No, I am.
I was actually asking Meatloaf, but thank you for your
Well, you
input
said
as
you.
well.
You didn't say meatloaf. So.
It was on the. I was replying to his comment while it was on the thing. I'm interacting with our people joining us here on the live stream. I'm sorry for being a professional.
I don't know. I've seen them advertised. I don't
Smells
know. Like,
good.
is it good? Like, is it
live
just smell
stream?
good, or is it pretty?
Oh,
is
the
it
soap.
the
Okay.
soap? Is it pretty good as far as like getting you clean? Does it moisturize well?
Terrible soap. Keeps buying it, but it's terrible.
I don't know.
It's supposed
I'm,
to be really good for your skin and for the environment and all that stuff.
No, I don't know. I'll have to check it out. They got what
And
four
then
different
Somebody asked
kinds.
something about that.
I
Four
think
different
if-
kinds of Star Wars. They've
Yeah,
got
the
tons
Star Wars.
of different kinds.
There's some new Star Wars soap coming out soon.
Did Maggie just do a Justin? What just happened?
She's laughing. I think she did.
Okay, yeah, because we just talked about Star Wars soap for 5 minutes. So
I did that just to-
Oh,
Oh,
Hey, did you guys know
Word.
Hera was on this week's episode
you
of the Bad Batch?
son of a!
Hey, did you know that there are three trilogies? There's the original
Don't even. That's
trilogy
just
and
rude.
Well, hey,
That's just rude.
I just said they played all three trilogies. I didn't say.
And then listed them. You know,
I-
the original, the
Yeah.
prequels, and the sequel.
Yeah.
Yeah, we know the three Everyone
Well, 'cause
in
I
the
think-
Friday night Star Wars live stream knows the three trilogies, Justin.
We know
They
the
know the
trilogy of
anthology
trilogy.
movies too,
Yeah, 'cause
Justin.
most of the third one isn't even airing. What is it? The last one.
The sequel trilogy.
God, I blanked on the Rise of Skywalker. They're not like.
You
I
blanked
think
on
that
the
was
title,
the first
just like
on.
JJ
I know,
blanked on a plot.
I know. Well, I just try to
Stop it.
forget it most often, but
Easy to forget about.
no, I don't think it was played on regular cable yet. Has it? I thought TBS was like the first time it's been run on regular like cable. I don't know, but
I haven't had cable
I don't
in
really
years
watch
because
Star Wars
I
movies on
don't
regular cable, so
yeah. I just turn off the
participate
background noise. It was
cable.
kind of nice. If it's on, I'll watch it. Like I just turn it on.
Well,
like commercials take.
Stop giving all that money to the
Annoying.
evil cable companies. They're the worst.
you guys know who else was in this episode of the Bad Batch?
Here we go.
I'm back, bitches.
Did
That's one of my
seem
favorite
like
ones.
very
He is
tame
back
to
this
anybody
year.
else? Like
He's not sassy.
normal
as
sassy
yet.
Chopper. Yeah,
He's a little
He
sassy.
just got rescued from the Y-wing recently. He's still trying to find his own place.
Find
in the
his
family,
way.
I think.
Yeah. He was very quiet. I was like, I need more Chop, sassy Chop.
Yeah, the actual clone names that like the evil Jedi masters would call them are like CT number clone
Mhm.
trooper number. But then they like to go by their self-made names. Personal names.
Man, some of these reviews.
Wait, which did you?
Hey,
Oh,
do you know what CT stands for?
Clone Trooper.
It stands for Clone Trooper.
I've been wondering that for years, because I don't put enough thought into Star Wars, so I'm not clear on. Yeah, 5's a little on the nose, CT 5555, but he is the only one, so like,
It's a real shame that it's not 5 5s. I mean, technically, it is 5 5s if you consider his number is 4 and his name is 5.
What about? I'm
I don't
sure
like
the
your
guy.
I don't like your
4
math
5s.
jokes.
Do you think that Rex is called Rex because he's like the king of them?
Is Rex a name of a king?
Rex is Spanish
Like-
for king.
Really?
Hmm.
Is that true?
Actually, you know I don't
True, I
speak
think
Spanish.
Ray is Spanish for king.
As well, or is it Latin? It's either Spanish or Latin.
I did not.
Maggie,
know that.
stop trying to gaslight me into believing Rex means king in some language.
Looking
Latin
it
for
up.
king.
I was too.
Hello, Google. No, I know Ray. I know Ray is because Ray Mysterio is
Here, bitches.
the king of mystery.
Rex has
Rex-
short arms.
Latin origin of Rex means king. Thank
I
you.
wasn't saying that was wrong. I was saying it wasn't king in Spanish.
I never took Spanish, so
You were both right.
I couldn't tell you.
Yes.
Did not
Elite
know. I did
Squadron.
not know that though. Yep. RC. You guys know RC?
Short arms. What?
Very good, Josh.
What a weird thing to say. Why
Is
would
he a
he have
short
short
king?
Because he's
arms?
the
Is he a short king?
Because he's the what?
Tyrannosaurus
T-Rex.
Rex. He's
Oh,
dinosaurs.
I get it.
Wow, weird.
I
oh
get
man.
it. Okay, actually, you know what? I should have gotten that. I do get it. Oedipus, what a motherfucker.
Ah.
That's a joke.
Uh,
Get it?
Yeah.
Because he, whatever. Stop it. Move on. It's
We
fine.
should just do stand up on Friday nights, y'all. We're actually
Yeah,
pretty
I
funny.
know. I'm hilarious. Yeah.
Waka waka.
I know. I was waiting. If anybody was here, I would have gotten a tomato thrown at me for that one.
Would it be a rotten tomato?
What is it? Is it a monster? Something really big or something? What is it?
the
I
tomato.
love the fake teeth it puts in there. It gave Chopper some teeth too. You can't see him as well though.
Your teeth don't stick out of your mouth every time
It's not. No, it's not your. It doesn't record you.
No, I know that, but what a weird thing to add. Boo, thank you. I appreciate it. I can feel it in my heart, even if I can't
All the way
hear
from
it.
Oregon.
Mhm.
Boo, that is pretty far. What time is it there? It's only 3 in the afternoon in Oregon, isn't it? No, it's 7.
I think so.
It's 9 o'clock,
Maybe
so
it's
you know.
Yeah.
It's 6.
Yeah. I don't know. But yeah, it was a good episode. I was happy
Yeah, it
to
was
see this
pretty good.
episode. Despite what people
good.
say
I
on
liked
IMDb. They don't know what
Forget
they're
those
talking about.
guys.
Yeah. Missing out on some good Star Wars.
6 a.m. or p.m. I'm just kidding. I'm not stupid. I know it's 3 hours behind.
Oh, sorry, I'm reading this one. This is pretty good.
What, this IMDb thing?
Yeah.
Are you still on that?
These are
Okay.
ridiculous.
Okay, Justin, if you like reading IMDb, you need to get yourself on Letterboxd because Letterboxd is going to bring you tremendous joy.
Does it bring me as much entertainment as some of these reviews?
It's funnier
Okay,
because it's a lot more film Twitter people who are on there, and they're a lot more to the point with their hilarity.
Hilarity. What?
How
Oh,
can you see his
Justin.
watch
You and Justin
band?
have the same watch band.
Oh, this
What
guy.
a fun fact. Justin's
Oh.
had that watch band for years, actually.
Mhm.
I recognize it.
My
I have a
Ahsoka watch band broke.
couple others. I
Last
just
weekend.
never change it.
So sad.
I just never change it.
Never change, Justin. Never change.
I mean, that's great. It's got holes in it. It's ventilated.
That is a key to a watch band.
It's got
Like
holes in it. It's
a belt,
ventilated.
you gotta have some holes
Stays
and
on my
the
wrist.
metal part.
I would say like because I used to wear watches, just regular watches all the time. I didn't switch over to an Apple Watch until not long ago, but I was always freaking out because this little tuck-in band thing freaked me out. I was like, I'm gonna be driving down the road with my arm hanging out and my watch is just gonna go flying off. So I was very skeptical in the beginning when I got it.
Mine's a stretchy band.
The
the
like one that's continuous all the way around.
Yep.
Nice.
I stopped wearing my Fitbit
It is
because
not
I had a big dent in my arm that was like constantly in pain. So-
maybe had it on a little tight.
I didn't have it on too tight. It was because I wore it like at night to track my sleeping. And so I think it was because I was wearing it like 20 hours out of the day for like 3 years straight.
Try them with caramel sauce. It's delicious, especially a Granny Smith because the like kind of tart with the sweet.
I don't know. I'm kind of more into applesauce.
Applesauce, yeah. When I was
Homemade
a
applesauce.
kid and I didn't want to take a chewable pill, my dad would crush it up and mix it in applesauce.
There you go.
Which I guess
It's a
was
gateway.
better.
It's a gateway drug.
Yeah, and now I do heroin. So no, I'm just kidding. I don't do heroin, and from aspirin in applesauce. Yeah, no, it didn't happen.
Oh, that escalated quickly.
Kyle, are you on heroin?
I'm not a female hero, and I am not a drug addict. I'm neither of those things. So.
Well, you just cracked me up.
Yeah, it was
not like crack, but like.
There was I tell you what though, there was somebody that at work with me that had one of the early versions, and they used to put like nickel or something on the backside of it, and apparently he was allergic to it. Didn't find out until he actually had one, and when he would take his watch off, it was like red and raised allergic like bumps underneath. It was almost like it was like burning his skin. He didn't find it out though until I was like, well, why are you still wearing the watch? Take the watch off. Yeah. Like stop.
I
like
wonder if
makes
that's what I was
sense.
allergic to because I would get like a red contact dermatitis under.
I think they switched what goes underneath it, but yeah, the early versions had like nickel or something in them, and people that were allergic to it, it was nickel or zinc or something. It was hurting their skin. So
it's probably nickel. That's why a lot of jewelry is nickel free.
Yeah. So rough way to find out though. So
the more you know.
Yeah. We are getting a little bit long here, people. We are at about an hour now. We're a little over an hour.
Hour and 7 minutes. Make up for those 2 minutes you were late, Tiernan.
Yeah,
it's medicinal. It's medicinal.
Yeah, I got a card. It's fine. It's for my glaucoma. You see the glasses. Give me a break.
Like our friend Leox says, it's medicinal. The spice is medicinal.
Yes, exactly. Leox, heavy user of his own product, I think.
Geo
not really his product.
He was like the closest thing to Matthew McConaughey in the Star Wars universe, I think.
Yeah, I would agree. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I think he is Matthew McConaughey. Just like Martian Rowe is Henry Cavill.
Geode is the closest thing to The Rock.
Fan cast him.
Let me find that.
A Rock, not The Rock. A Rock. It's totally different. Nothing makes it. Well, it's like I said, you can be early or you can be late. You got to pick one. We chose to be late. Sorry.
Yeah. Yep.
Let me find my Martian Rowe.
You know what? If we enjoy each other's company and say screw it to all these people waiting desperately to hear what we have to say, you know what? That's just the way it is.
Let it roll.
Yeah. These people are chomping at the bit to hear our hot takes.
Do we? Okay, so here's a good question. Do we think in one of these latter episodes, we are going to get the Rex, Spice Girls, Bounty Hunter, Imperial mashup of just everything in like 1 or 2 episodes?
No
big collabo.
I think we might get at some point down the road another animated series that goes farther into like the birth of the rebellion, but I don't think they're going to do all that in this. I could be wrong though.
You don't think we'll get the Spice Girls and Rex teaming up with the Bad Batch against Crosshair in the end?
I do think they're going to call Rex. I don't think we'll see the Spice Girls again though.
No.
But who knows?
Is that what you want? What you really, really want?
I'll tell you what I want. What I really, really want.
Here is my Martian Rowe, Henry Cavill comparison. It's the nose and the hairline and the very angled jaw.
Yeah, it's a pretty much a photocopy of the same person right there. I don't know.
Good. Yeah.
He's gonna wear a helmet the whole time. Why does he need to be a famous, handsome actor, man?
Excuse me.
I know. I was halfway out, and I'm like, tell that to Pedro Pascal, huh? Whatever.
And Mary Morrison. Thank you very much.
I would love to see this. I would
You're
love
canceled,
definitely
Kyle.
Wolf. We gotta get.
That's
we
what I
gotta
get
say
canceled for.
Gregor and Wolf. We gotta see at some point. I would assume. They gotta get their chips out.
Speaking of wolves,
Ow!
Trapper Wolf.
Doing some howling right there into the microphone.
Yeet. Yeet.
Yeet. The one with the helmet off though kills me. The Jack Nicholson look.
First of all, rude. I still don't think we're gonna get Ahsoka in this show. I could be wrong, but I still don't think we're gonna see her. Do you guys think we'll see Ahsoka?
I don't know.
I can't wait to hear the comments. Is this Clone Wars?
Yeah. I don't know. I don't think we'll get Ahsoka in this. It's too hard to. I don't know.
She is very hot right now.
She is.
But I don't think they'll do it.
She's got her. I mean, the series is coming out. She's got her own series. Could pop up again in Mandalorian season 3 somewhere. I don't see her coming into Bad Batch in these last 5 episodes or so.
Maybe a call from Fulcrum, a communication, but no FaceTime.
Yeah, no FaceTime. Got to stay incognitus.
I say probably not Gareth Zebarelius either. That's my opinion.
Yeah. When do they find Zeb? When do they pick him up?
That's the truth. It's all I don't think there's like a lot of definitive time given to those guys' backstories. Like we know that Zeb, his home planet was decimated by the Empire, and we know that Sabine defected from the Imperial Academy and those things, but I don't think there's like a definitive timeline. But think of how young Hera is right now. She's not going out to form her crew anytime soon.
Right. No.
Zeb's not going to randomly pop up. He's still serving as the honor guard on Lasat or something.
Yeah. Well, and what's the Hera and Kanan don't meet until what's that book? Is it Dawn? New Dawn. New Dawn. Yeah. So that's still a ways away.
Yeah, I'm big Ashley Eckstein fan. I'll make her a paper mache trophy to send to.
Favorite Star Wars lady.
Yeah, it'll be a matching set. I have to get those prepared in time. How many weeks are we to celebration? I got to get to work. I don't even know how to do paper mache. Can't be that complicated to do in elementary school.
Or complimented.
Complimented. That's a compliment.
Maybe that complimented.
Complicated compliment is complimented.
Kyle just invented a new word, complimented.
I'll compliment you, Justin, if you don't watch it.
Well, yeah.
That's the thing about making up a word is it doesn't mean anything, so you can use it in any context you want.
Yeah, very true. Yep. Complimented.
Compliment that for a little while. See?
Why don't you compliment on that for a little bit, huh? Yeah. That's funny. Good. I like it. I'm gonna have to use that word. Can I use that word, Kyle?
Yeah. I mean, why would I invent a word and then refuse to allow people to use it? That'd be a terrible invention.
Trademark. You should trademark it right now.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, you all trademarked right there. You heard it. TM. Ting. Ting.
We have video history of Kyle creating the word. So
on July 9th, 2021, 9:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Kyle.
Can you believe you guys were here? Wow.
A new word was added to Webster's.
What a moment for all of your lives. Congratulations.
Dawn of its creation.
I'm gonna be sad if like we get done with this and I'm like, is complimated a real word? And I go in and look it up, and sure enough, it's already a real word. I'm gonna be like, damn it, it's not what I thought it meant.
Trademarked by Kyle Bright in
Compliment is an Urban Dictionary word. Don't look it up.
Oh,
Oh,
it's not that bad.
woo. All right, well,
Oh.
not.
Are you sure you complimented Justin?
No, they're using it like copulate. I was using it like complicate, not copulate.
Mm.
So, but you know, whatever.
Oh,
You can
Lord.
reclaim the word.
That's Urban Dictionary. That's even less official than Wikipedia.
Urban Dictionary is gospel.
Well, I don't even believe that the gospel is gospel, but
Kyle, when we wrap up, you better submit the word to Webster's right away. Get it in there.
Compliment?
Your version.
Yeah.
Your version. Yeah.
I don't even know what it means yet. But it
Okay,
means
we better work on
whatever.
that.
It's sort of like squanch. You just go with it, and in whatever context, you just know what it means.
Yeah.
That's
There
a
you go.
Rick and Morty reference. If nobody watches that show, you should.
Yeah. I have to watch that one yet. I haven't watched it. I've heard it's pretty good.
It might offend your delicate sensibilities, Justin, but it is good. It's
It's
hilarious.
true.
Nah, I'm good. All right, guys. Well, let's wrap it up here. It's getting a little bit long. We are going to deep dive a lot of this episode on Tuesday. I'm sure
Probably
we're
all
going
of
to
it.
go back, rewatch, and come up with some more good stuff. Hope you guys have enjoyed some of the clips that we've been playing during the show. Try to get more of those in if we can. I love kind of hearing the audio back from the actual show and us kind of like going over top of it a little bit. But yeah, hope you guys enjoy those. We're gonna get great more content out to you here next week. I will have my game done, ready to go. I needed just some more little snippets for a couple of the clones in there, and then once I have that, game is good to go. So brush up on your clone knowledge for
There
next
we go.
week. Yeah, maybe we'll have
Game might be in a
cool
prize though. Tune in.
Yep, might be a prize. Maybe it's just, hey, good job.
Might be a pat on the
Good
back. You
job.
never know.
I think I have a prize we could send.
What's that? Is it Ben
We'll have to
Solo?
tune in next week.
Oh, okay.
No, actually, I wasn't shit posting for once. I
Oh, okay.
literally have something we could send.
Okay.
to
Get one date with Josh in
All right.
his hometown that you can drive
No.
yourself to.
Well,
But
still
yeah,
COVID season. I'm not meeting
we'll-
no strangers.
we'll get something together and we'll play a game next week. Should be pretty entertaining. That way, we're gonna loop you guys in though, so be fast with your typing fingers. Practice, get your keyboarding skills up in the next week or so, so that you can be the first to reply.
Good.
You
Try
can
to
follow
win
us.
every time.
Yeah. You can anything specific I should study. Very good question. So
Star Wars.
names, IDs, and backstories. Little
So
snippets of that, not the
everything.
full backstory. Little snippets.
Everything about him.
Yeah.
Everything you can know about a clone, just that stuff. That's all you have to say.
I'm not gonna. I'll give you a hint. I'm not gonna say the clone's name and tell you to give me his backstory. I won't do that to you. But I will give a backstory. Tell me who the clone is.
It's Chris. It's always Chris. It's always highlighter head. That is the clone. It's always
What's
the only
the
clone.
consistency
Highlighter
of
head.
Rex's last bowel movement? Came to my head, Maggie. Justin
I'm
laughed.
kicking
That's
you
all
out
matters.
now. I'm kicking you out.
I
Clone
think
humor.
Justin might have just been selling your joke. That was rough. It's just his bowel movement. It's not even like they don't even discuss that in canon.
All right, y'all.
Fanfic.
It's been a
True.
real
Fanfic.
fun night.
Well, you can find us anywhere on social media, everybody. At
Definitely on what
Outer
we
Rim
know.
Beacon, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Feel free to email us, outerrimbeacon@gmail.com. My name is Justin. You can find me on Twitter at I am the Bendu. You can find all of these guys somewhere over here. Like it's the wrong way. There's Josh.
There it is.
And
Read
there's
it.
Kyle. And there's Maggie kind of over there somewhere. So
I never know which way to point at anything either.
I know,
It's right.
it's
It's over.
backwards.
Not where you think it is. It's right there.
You know how I remember? Because I put my microphone right where it is, so I always know to point on my microphone.
Oh, look at the brain on Maggie.
Check
The
out
big brain on Brad.
Yep.
Jeez.
All right, guys. Well, we're going to wrap it up. Everybody, enjoy your weekend. Get out, have some fun, do some Star Warsy stuff, have some adult beverages to finish up your week.
Unless you're
And
underage.
hopefully we got good weather. We'll see. Yeah, unless you're underage, then don't do that. But everybody have a great week. As always, may the force be with you.
For
Hera
light and life.
is part of the Bad Batch.
Denial. All right.
I'm back, bitches.
Unidentified vessel. Please submit your clearance codes. I can bring you in warm. Or I can bring you in cold.
This is Justin.
The force will